All right, guys, let's talk about Money in the Bank. It was a pretty sloppy show. Let's talk about some of the matches and some of the finishes, what I think about them. I was pretty disappointed in the show. I mean, I don't want to rip on WWE too much. They've been really, really good lately. But I'm just so frustrated. First of all, let's start with LA Knight. I don't understand why they're just casting LA Knight aside when you consider just his talent overall. We haven't had a guy this good at promos in so long. We've all said for like, it seems like over a year now, he's like a mix between The Rock and Austin. I would have had him have the briefcase, have him carry around the briefcase all year with that charisma. So that's number one. I thought Jey Uso was going to win. They were marketing it really heavy. I'm like, they can't possibly make it that obvious, can they? And Drew McIntyre I never really even thought of because he doesn't even need the briefcase, and he's already in a feud with the biggest guy in the company, or one of the biggest ones, CM Punk. So I didn't think that they'd go that route. And to be honest, I kind of predicted the entire match, and I don't really have proof of it, but I said it to my friends, and I said I didn't think McIntyre was going to win, but once he won, I'm like, oh yeah, he's going to cash in tonight, because I feel like the WWE has just been a little bit obvious in their bookings lately, and so Drew McIntyre cashes in, and this is where I guess the first botch. This is where like the botch happens because Damian Priest. Some people think he got knocked out from Seth Rollins' finisher. I think it's tough to tell, but I think he may have gotten knocked out. And so he doesn't kick out. And number three, people are saying, oh, it wasn't the ref's fault. He didn't kick out. As a general rule, the ref is always supposed to count to three. He's not supposed to, half count if the guy's going to kick out. You count to three, and then you'll deal with it. If Rollins wins the belt, then on the fly, McIntyre cashes in and he pins Rollins or something, but they'll figure it out. But the ref should always count to three, and I think back in the Vince days, he probably would have gotten a lot more trouble than he's already in, at least publicly. So I thought it was kind of foolish. I don't know if they're just going to nerf the briefcase. Is there just going to be no Money in the Bank briefcase for the entire year now? Because that would be really, really stupid. They've taken all the randomness away, where last year Damian Priest carries it the entire year to the following WrestleMania. And then this year, they cash in right away. So they've just done both extremes. I like it better when it's just totally random. Not at the end of matches, just like totally random. Like they should just have them cash in like randomly on Raw one time. So that was really frustrating. I just feel like they're not getting creative enough in their finishes. Getting on to, I already spoke about, so that's Money in the Bank match. And then leading into the World Heavyweight title match, which I just spoke about. So let's get into the tag team match. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens against the Bloodline. This is where the botches continued. You think at the finish, and I don't even know the guy's name, Tongaloa, I think his name is, one of the Bloodline cronies. Totally botched the low blow. I don't know if I've ever seen a low blow botched before. And then not only does he botch the low blow, but he hits Kevin Owens on the head in the second one. Or he hits his own guy in the head in the second one. I think they both got hit. So yeah, really just a sloppy pay-per-view overall. I don't understand. I mean, I understand they had Cody got pinned because now they're going to do the rematch at SummerSlam. But I just thought it was really weird to kind of nerf Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and the champ just for like this new bloodline. Obviously I know they're trying to make them strong, but I feel like that should have just been an obvious win for the good guys. So yeah, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know if Money in the Bank should be its own pay-per-view. It doesn't matter anymore because they're all premium live events, so they're on Peacock and we don't have to pay for them. But I'm just wondering if perhaps Money in the Bank should just be like a match on another pay-per-view, like the Money in the Bank ladder match. Maybe just put the Money in the Bank ladder match as part of WrestleMania. That would just make WrestleMania way bigger. You can have you can give 6 guys a WrestleMania match who normally wouldn't get an intro. Now they get an entrance into WrestleMania. So I'm a big proponent of that. I don't think it's a very strong pay-per-view, and I hate when you have these matches where certain guys aren't going to win. They're just getting thrown out there like lambs to the slaughter. I think it's really stupid. Other WWE points while I'm discussing it, I think leading into WrestleMania, it's not fairly obvious, but I think now they're going to do... I don't know if McIntyre and Punk will last that long, but CM Punk is definitely getting one night of WrestleMania because he missed it last year and he was going to get one anyway. Whether it's against Cena or Drew McIntyre, I'm not sure. The other night, I think night 2, is absolutely going to be Roman Reigns is going to come back as a face and he's going to get a huge pop. And I think The Rock will come back closer to on the road to WrestleMania after the Rumble and kind of reignite things. He's going to, I think, be revealed as the guy who's kind of been whispering into Solo's ear. And I think they're going to do it that way. And they're going to have Rock versus Roman with maybe the Bloodlines involved and the Usos involved. at WrestleMania. Anything else? I honestly didn't really watch much of the women's stuff. I have to catch up on that. I even saw some botches there. But yeah, that's really it. I think, I heard NXT Heat Wave was really good, so maybe I'll check out the results of that. I don't follow that too much, but I know Shawn Michaels is doing a really good job. So that's my review of Money in the Bank. Like I said, it was a pretty sloppy pay-per-view, but again, I don't really want to hammer them too hard because it's been really good lately. Let me know what you guys think of the pay-per-view or WWE in general. I'd love to discuss it with you. Hit subscribe if this is your first time watching my channel. I'll be covering wrestling a lot and a lot of other stuff going forward. Thanks, guys, for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.